G'day legends, welcome to Elsa's Worlds. Now we're straight into it for today's episode, which is episode number 4. And obviously we're in the nether and we're after an item that we need for our next project. The project's going to be a trading hall, and the object that we're after today are blaze rods. So as you can see, we've got eyes on what we're after today, which is a blaze spawner. So what we're going to try and do is make a little passageway down to there so it's nice and safe, and we block up the area, isolate it, and then start collecting some rods. All right, I'll get back to you shortly. Yeah, while we're making our little tunnel over to the spawner, I noticed something over the side here, which I'm pretty sure is a dried ghast. So we're definitely going to be coming back to get that, because that will make trading hall a hell of a lot easier and save me a hell of a lot of rails too. All right, we finally break through into the spawner area. So first thing we're going to do is block it off from the rest of the fortress so we don't get any nasties with us. That is, if the zombie piglins let us. Get out of the way. And then we'll, once we've done that, we'll have a look at the spawner and, yeah, probably eat a lot of fire for a while. Run the place. We're going to try and block this bugger off so we don't get any outside interference, and we can farm some blaze at the moment. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, as you can see, the buggers are relentless. Not sure if I'll build a farm eventually here or not, but definitely want to come back to collect some more. I'll be bringing a fire resist potion with me. Yeah, a bit of a grind, but good experience, and yeah, get some of those blaze rods. I should probably explain too why we're after the blaze rods at the moment. To make potions, weakness potions. So, once we breed the villagers, we'll infect them, turn them into zombies, cure them, bring them back, and they lower their prices. So we need weakness potions, and we need blaze rods to make the brewing stands work. Fortunately, because we only need the blaze rods to make weakness potions at the moment, we don't need the nether warts because it's not a recipe. It's not in the recipe for weakness potions, so it makes it a lot easier. We will need it in the future, but yeah, we're just going to keep the blaze rods at the moment. Trying to get too burnt too often. Finally, the blazes let us finish off the isolating the spawner. We just probably hang around a little bit longer. Make sure we got probably a bit over a stack of blaze rods, and yeah, that'll do us for the moment. We'll head back and yeah, start on the trading hall. Almost forgot. Took all the rods back to base, and then we've come back out again. with our trusty spyglass just to make sure that is a dried up cast, and then we're probably going to head over and try and grab the bugger. Let's go. Yeah, having a look. Looks like there's a bit too much soul sand and mobs around, so we might take a little shortcut and head over there. We'll see how my driver is. Oh, look at that. Almost a hole in one. You beauty. Probably grab some of these bone blocks, and then, yeah, we'll get out of here. Trying to have a little bit of a look around so we can see when we want to come back, but yeah, the mobs, particularly the blaze, they're very accurate and their range is ridiculous. So we'll probably, yeah, just eye it back over and get out of here. All right, now that we've got everything back at base, we're going to head out now to an island which is a few hundred blocks away from base, which is where we're going to put our trading hall. Don't like having it too close to the base because there's always issues with beds and workstations. So a bit of distance is good, and where the island is, it's close enough to a village that we can use some of the villagers there, build a villager breeder, and transport them over with our ghasts. But before we can do any of that, we've got to build a hall for them. So let's head over to the island. So this is the area that we're looking at building the hall. And if you look carefully through the desert haze, you can spot the desert village just over there. That's where we're going to put a breeder and bring the villagers across from. First thing we can do though is put a portal in and hook it up to another highway. Yeah, so we've got a quicker way to get back to base for collect all the inevitable shit that I leave behind. So for the portal here though, we'll just mark where we want to get the coordinates and go into the nether, dig out the tunnel and drop it those coordinates. That's that way we don't have to play around with downstairs in the nether or anything like that. It's a lot safer. So we've got the coordinates. We're just going to dash back to base, into the nether, and yeah, put that portal up. As you can see, we've got the portal in place. It's hooked up to the nether highway. Now we're going to flatten some of this area out, put a outline of the building, and yeah, start building. Let's get into it. Okay, as you can see, we've leveled off an area, put in an outline for the trading hall. Now it's going to be a 2-level structure, 32 cells, I suppose you call them, on each level, so up to 64 villages. And in the middle and below, we're going to have a iron farm. Across the right here, we've cleared the area off for a couple of temporary farms. We're going to have melons, pumpkins, and sugar cane growing up there. All right. Okay, farms are in, and they'll happily grow while we yeah, do the rest of this haul. Probably start digging down to them first. Put in the spacing and everything for the iron farm. Then yeah, build the rest up. Iron farm area is built in, and just up the back left there's a little work area. All right, here we are at lock-up stage. Building's pretty well done, so we should head inside and we can give a quick tour. 2 stories, as I said, all the cells around, waiting for the villagers. In the middle here, we've got the 2 spawning areas for the iron golems, that are killing area in the middle. We've got some tracks underneath that, so we'll just nip down and have a quick look at that. So yeah, magna blocks to kill them. We've got the card underneath. We'll just run that back and forth, and that'll collect everything. And it's just running over the top of a couple of hoppers there. No need for an unloader and all that sort of stuff. Just nice and simple. As you can see, top floor's pretty identical to the bottom floor with the cells. Any other area you haven't seen yet is the little work area I've got back here, so where I've set up the villagers to be zombified and cured. We've already done some brewing for our weakness potions. Got a few apples. Gold is probably going to become a problem, but we can, that's for later worlds to worry about. So we'll get that fixed up and then we'll start with some villagers. Starting to get more comfortable with these spears, and yeah, good fun for getting around and such forth. We're trading halls ready to accept villagers, so we're going to head back over here now. We've already been over here and locked all the villagers away, and it's not too many. But what I didn't know before, there's a well and a desert temple right beside this place. So we'll just check on this bloke here first. Yeah, mate. All right. So as a bit of a break, we're going to just quickly clear this desert well and the temple. Cool. A brick. That's helpful. Fortunately, the other one gives me a shirt, which is first one I collected on this so far. So yeah, I think I'd enjoy collecting the sets of things. So once we're established everything, we will be traveling around trying to get all those sort of set items and trying to make sure we've got one of everything at least. All right, onto the temple. I always mark the well and the temple just so I know later on that it's been done. All right, let's get into the temple. Um, I like to come in and block the entrances. Then once you've cleared the middle area, you know it's going to be a lot safer. So we'll just get rid of these two idiots. And we'll go back in, make sure it's blocked, and light up the main area. Not going to bother about the top hole, but just quick check to make sure there's no one up there. As you can see, we've already got a couple of spots here that we can check out later on, but we'll do the main part first. Just dump some of this crap, and yes, we've got down here. The Desert Temple is probably one of the better structures out there. Very good for resources, and you've got a good chance to get some pretty decent items. So let's dig down, see what we get. And just remember, try and always take out that pressure plate as soon as possible. You don't want anything to drop on it, and you set it off. So of course, we collect the TNT. And we'll see what's on offer in the boxes. The chest, sorry. Bit of diamond armour for the horses. That'll keep them a bit safer. Usually, yeah, I like to loot pretty well everything out of these temples. There's a bit of crap there. We'll leave that up top. Oh, look at that. Our first armour trim. Excellent. Yeah, nothing exciting there. Yeah, same again. Couple of horse armors, so yeah, not too bad, but could have been better. Could have been a lot worse too. So take this upstairs and then we'll do some archaeology. Woohoo. Okay, my bad. I forgot to record the archaeology bit. But let's push ahead to more important things. We got the little fella in here. Stick him in the fountain. Um, yeah, sit around for 20 minutes, wait for him to grow. You beauty. Yeah, let's put him down here so we can actually see his face. He's a miserable little bastard at the moment, isn't he? All right, time lapse. Well, fast forward anyway. Are we there yet? Now? Come on. Really? Come on, dude, get your shit together. You're still not even smiling. Yeah, once again, due to my awesome YouTube creator skills, uh, I missed the bit where he becomes big. Trust me, though, he grew up. We hooked him up to a harness, and we started moving a couple of the villages over. There were loose ones, and I'm going to leave here two over here for the breeder. So let's meet up, back up with the first one just after he's had his face chewed off. Okay, as you can see, we've got our first inmate. Oh, I mean employee. Yeah, that'll do. He's infected. We're just waiting for him to cure. As you notice, we've got the tracks ready, straight up to the first cell. And yeah, we're just going to wait for him to change back and see if we can roll up something decent with the books he's selling. As you notice, we've got a piston sitting there on the side of the lectern, so we can yeah continually change it until he's got a first book that we like. So I'll probably speed this up a little bit first because yeah, it's not the most exciting stuff. Grind is on. All right, we finally got our candidate ready for sorting. Yeah. So check what he got. Bookcase. See you later. As you can see, it's going to be terribly exciting. Yeah, so I'm not going to be mean and make you sit through this. Loyalty 3, yeah, not good enough yet. So I'll come back when something decent happens. All right. Silk Touch, that should do us as a starter. And now, as this is our first villager, we need to establish a village where it is in the centre of the village. It's important because the golems will spawn a certain distance from that point. To get the golems spawning, we need 20 beds, 10 villagers, 75% of them connected to workstations, all of them connected to beds, and then we should start getting them spawn. They'll spawn at a distance of 8 blocks horizontally, 6 blocks vertically from the centre of the village, which is exactly why we've built the pit the size it is and given us ourselves a glass ceiling and floor. For a change of pace, we're going to have a quick look at our villager breeder. It's pretty simple. We've got two villagers, which are blocked by blocks on their top half, standing on an iron fence. Um, these two beds are connected to them, and you feed them. They spawn a little fella who falls down. He'll fall straight into the water we got below and get pushed into a corner where we can pick him up. Too easy. For every extra bed then you put down, they should spawn a little fella. We put them in a boat, wait for them to grow up, then hook them onto a happy ghost and yeah, drag them over there. Once one of our villagers grows up, we hook him up to a lead. We hook that up to the happy ghost. Once he gets close enough, There we go. Looks connected. We jump on ourselves. It's worth it just to, once you've got him up away from the building, just give him a little check that he's still connected, right? There he is. All right. Let's get this shield out of the way so we can actually see something and then head over. Yeah, I wish they were this fast. Speed this up a little bit because they're way too slow. Mojang, just a little bit quicker would be lovely. Once we get over here, we use shears to disconnect the boat from the Happy Ghast, tie him up so he'll be here when we come back, and open the skylight, drop our mate down inside, close it back up, then go down and join him. We shove him around a bit, and we can lock him in with trapdoors because they're a bit too tall to walk under that. And then we'll just check we're definitely farmers and everything. And then we'll let our mate here chew his face off. He's a good lad. Alright, then we'll get weakness, golden apple, splash him with a weakness potion, give him the golden apple, give him a few minutes, and yeah, he'll be one of the boys. It's me back again. You can probably guess. Dobie upstairs has not got his shit together and he's way behind in editing. And yeah, so he's called me in to save the day, and he gives an outro and let us know where we're up to. So lots and lots of grinding. First of all, we'll jump in and I'll show you where we're up to in here. Alright, we've got bottom level here. We've got what, 16, bit over 20 librarians in, all with various books. So we've done pretty good with there. We've got majority of them that we need. We haven't bothered about crossbows or fishing at the moment. I think they're the two that we haven't worried about. Then upstairs, we've got a couple more. Along here, we've got all our weapons, armour and tools sorted. So all our boys here, supplying different armours. We've got everything covered. And between, we've got the weapons covered. And I think between these next couple, we've got all the tools. Including we're able to get the diamond hoe as well. So we've got a full complement, and down here we've got our 8 farmers. They're going to generate our food and quite a bit of emeralds, so we can buy stuff, which is where it leads us to, because our next lot that we're going to get will be up here, and it's going to be all our alchemists. But we can't afford to get them quite yet at the moment, because we need some other things to produce enough emeralds so we can start the sort of economy rolling here. The big snag that we did run into while we were doing this was gold, and we ran out. Went mining a couple of times, just couldn't get enough, so we actually paused it in the middle, and what we did, we went over and built a gold farm, and then came back and got back into the villages again. So but what we're going to do is the start of next episode will be, we'll do the gold farm there, and yeah, pick it up. Before we go, I nearly forgot too, one of the main things, our iron farm. At the moment we've just got the one boy down there, but we can get up to 3 at a time, because we've got, I think, about 34 villages or so, and basically they go up in increments of 10, so we'll need to crack the 40 and we should be getting 4. But I'll just take you downstairs, show you how we're doing with the results from the iron farm. As you can see, it's not bad. We're obviously getting the occasional wandering trader in there as well. But yeah, heaps of iron. Beautiful. Alright, well, I think we're going to finish off the episode there. And, yeah, come back next week and we'll start the iron farm. We'll see how that goes. Alright, have a good one, everyone. And don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and try and pass it on to someone you know. Have a good one. Cheers. Oop, bonus footage. Some of you may notice canines missing from out the front. Yeah, this is why. What are you doing, dude? Mate, get your shit together and we'll move you back out the front. All right. See ya.